This is Alfred Nobel, the Swede behind the Nobel Prize and the inventor of dynamite. How did he do it? It all begins with nitroglycerin, the explosive liquid invented by chemist Asiano Sobrero.
Blasting was popular during the industrial era for drawing railroads and building tunnels.
Sobrero himself thought nitroglycerin was too dangerous for practical use. Finding a way to detonate it safely became Nobel's mission, and years of dangerous experiments would follow.
There were many lethal accidents in the experimental handlings of nitroglycerine. Alfred Nobel even lost his younger brother Emil in one accident.
1866 is the year of Nobel's breakthrough. His winning mix? Nitroglycerin with kieselguhr, diatomaceous earth. Dynamite has been invented.
It was a much more reliable explosive charge than anything previous. As a result, the demand was large, with huge sums of money to be made.
Nobel had many interests, not just science.
He dreamt of becoming a writer, wrote a lot and read a lot.
On top of chemistry, physics, and physiology or medicine, Nobel also instituted prizes for literature and peace.
He chooses the fields based on what he himself is interested in, his passions.
In 1968, Sweden's central bank added the Sveriges Riksbank Prize in Economic Sciences in memory of Alfred Nobel. Fast forward to 1888. Alfred Nobel is now rich and famous, and wrongly announced dead by French newspaper Le Figaro.
It must be quite an absurd thing to read about your own death in a paper. On top of that, the headline of the article was anything but flattering. The article said Alfred Nobel had hardly benefited mankind with his inventions. Alfred Nobel is said to have had quite a dark sense of humor, so part of him might have acknowledged the absurdity and comic side of the situation. But I can also imagine him finding it quite unpleasant, not least because he got a taste of how his legacy might end up being viewed.
It was in fact Alfred's older brother Ludwig who had died. So, did the negative obituary influence Alfred Nobel when he instituted the Nobel Prizes?
It's hard to draw that conclusion. He doesn't point towards it or mention it in any saved writings. But we do know he read the article, and we know what his last will stated. So there could be a connection.
Alfred Nobel had no family of his own, but many relatives. None of them inherited much of his fortune.
When Nobel dies in 1896, the world is stunned by the news that his wish was to award money to those who had benefited mankind.
Nobel allegedly saw inherited wealth as lazyfying.
A small share went to relatives and people he knew, but the majority of his enormous fortune went into what we today call the Nobel Prize.
Nobel Prizes have been awarded since 1901, but how are the winners selected?
Selected experts and professors from all over the world get to nominate people within the relevant fields. Previous laureates can also nominate someone. In his will, Alfred Nobel explicitly states that a nominee's nationality should not be taken into account.